Welcome back to Haunting Tales. Did you know the most haunted country in the world is the United Kingdom? I'm sure we'll be telling many stories from there in future episodes. But tonight, since Haunting Tales comes to you from the United States, we have elected to tell you the oldest ghost story in the US. I'm sure many of you have heard this story many times with many variations. Haunting Tales presents The Hitchhiker.
I don't normally take shortcuts, but it was late, I was tired, and I wanted to get home. This road was old, dark, and the fog didn't help either. It began to rain. I was making good time, even with the bad weather. All of a sudden, this girl runs across the road in front of my car. I was about to get out of the car and yell at her. I looked at her. She was dressed like she had come from a party. She was very sad and obviously wet and cold from the storm. Can I help you?
Please, can you take me home? My house is just a few miles up the road. I'm so cold.
She just stared at me with beautiful and sad eyes. I agreed to take her home. She never said a word in the car. She just kept staring straight ahead. She looked exhausted. We finally came upon a house with the lights still on. I gave the girl my coat to wear and I left her in the car. As I approached the house, I noticed a small gravestone near the road. Hi, sorry to disturb you. I was driving down the road and I picked up this girl.
Don't say another word. Is this the girl?
Yeah, that's her.
My daughter. She was killed in an accident 7 years ago. Every night since then, someone, some stranger, brings her home again.
I ran to my car, but before I drove off, I noticed something sticking out from under the gravestone. I drove home as fast as I could. It wasn't until I was safe in my room that I noticed that I didn't have my jacket. Then I remembered. My jacket! That's what was sticking out under the gravestone, looking as if it had been there the day the grave was first dug.
A golden rule of travel: don't pick up hitchhikers. It's said that this story has been told as far back as the colonial days, where the car was a horse and buggy. And of course it always ends the same. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the end of our little show. I hope you enjoyed it. We'll be back soon with more stories for you. Now, before I go, if you have had a personal encounter with the spirits and would like to see it dramatized here on our program, feel free to drop Mr. Beetleman a private message in the forums, or you can send your stories or comments to beetleman@hauntedmansion.com. This has been Nigel Price for Haunting Tales. Pleasant screams.